Hello, in this video we will understand about the glands type and their function as well as secretion, so how it can secrete via a different manner. So what is the gland? First of all, we will understand about that. Gland is the group of same or different cells. So it means the same or different cell in the form of simple or compound cells responsible for secretion. So it means a group of cells. Secretion of effector or effector substance for changes the physiology, for homeostasis. It produces hormones, electrolytes, waste, and enzyme as well as mucus or mucin or proteins or electrolytes like salivation or pancreatic amylase, etc. Let's begin to understand that the structural, the anatomical aspect of the glands type. This is a single gland cell in epithelium. It is responsible for independently secretion and the goblet cell in gastrointestinal tract. So this will lead to exocrine type, remember. We will learn about that. So in simple straight tubular gland in stomach and colon, which that will secrete collectively due to the secretory duct formation. But the simple branched tubular gland in lower portion of stomach. This lower portion of stomach, which that will able to secrete the substance, while the simple coiled tubular lower portion of stomach and small intestine. It is also used for the secretion for the digestion, and the simple acinar sebaceous it is, and simple acinar means it is acini are present, which that is able to produce sweat gland. This is producing the sweating as well as oil. The simple branched acinar is the sebaceous gland on skin also. So this is responsible for the production of oil, the skin oil. That is why the oily skin will be formed. The compound tubular is the mucus gland of a duodenum, while the compound acinar is the mammary gland for secretion of milk. If we will understand another in the form of pancreas, the pancreatic amylase, chymotrypsin and trypsin as well as other type of proteases. That is the compound tubular acinar of the pancreas is used for the exocrine. So the first side note is the exocrine means release on the skin, the secretion or into the digestive system, while the endocrine mean release into the blood circulatory system like insulin. Paracrine mean, for example, liver contain IGF, insulin like growth factor will bind autocrinally or paracrinally. So the autocrine also the lymphatic system, WBC. And the neuroendocrine is required like pituitary, the hypothalamus and pituitary axis. Secretion type we will learn about now. So the merocrine, apocrine and holocrine. How to secrete these we will understand now. So the vesicle fuse with the cell is a membrane to secrete the product of glands is known as the merocrine. Mero means the little part, not completely. So it means the mero means the little part. So the merocrine means the secretion, secretion in the form of little vesicle rupture, and the cell will not damage or cell will remain constant, and the vesicle fuse within the cell with the cell membrane to secrete the production of gland, production of some secretion. Apocrine mean the upper, apo mean upper part, so the upper part of the cell with vesicles pinched off to release the product. So that is why it is known as the apocrine. While the holocrine mean the holo mean the complete. So that is why the holo mean the complete cell will become a secretion. That is a mature cell dies completely to secrete the products, and like a mammary gland or pigeon milk in the form of animal. But it is good for understanding is the mammary gland of the female. For lactation of male contain cells. Now we will understand about the secretion type with respect to the signaling. So how to change the physiology of another cells, another tissue. We will understand about this secretion type. For example, the paracrine, autocrine, endocrine, and neuroendocrine. First of all, the paracrine means the beside the cell will be stimulate the neighbor cell stimulation and secretion of substance as a effector from the effector cells. While the autocrine means the tissue itself will be stimulated via the production of the substance will bind itself of the tissue or cells. So the secretion and stimulation itself and endocrine mean the secretion from the gland will be moved into the blood circulatory system from the effector cell to the effector cell, and in this the blood to cell response will occur. This is known as the endocrine hormone, and that is more popular. That is why it is a lot of function in our body physiology. So the neuroendocrine means the nervous system will be pour the norepinephrine or adrenaline like hormone, which that will be target to the different type of cell like muscle and brain as well as blood vessel itself, or it stimulate to another cells. So the mode of action of hormone we will understand now. So the fat soluble as well as water soluble. Fat soluble means it will cross the plasma membrane of the nucleus as well as the cell membrane. So in this way it will not require any receptor like steroid, estrogen, progesterone as well as cortisol, which that will be lead to direct intact with the DNA to change the physiology. So it will be target directly into the DNA. That is why it is harmful exogenous steroid like testosterone. Water soluble is that like growth hormone will be released from the one cell, move into the blood circulatory system and target to the cell for growth of the muscle, growth of anything. So like we are exemplification. So like for example the basically is the hormone or steroid. So during the fat state, for example, the insulin will be produced due to the glucose increase is known as the hyperglycemia. The insulin will be increased due to the increase of the glucose due to the stimulation of the pancreas from this hyperglycemia lead to target to the insulin for normal glucose level, and the glucose will move inside through GLUT4 channel open. The vesicle will be formed, will lead to membrane attachment of this vesicle. This is the normal function. We have discussed in this video about the gland types and their function and their secretion type. And we have discussed about the individual secretion type as well as the secretion types on the basis of their action, their mechanism. I hope you make sense about this. If you like my video, please make sure to subscribe, like and share, and also give the comment below if you like that. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.